told her might be right back, right back, right back. Oh yeah, it's like that, like that, like that. I told her might be right back, right back, right back.
Run it back. Told him put the money in the bag, double that. Run it back. Told him put the money in the bag, double that, double that.
Run it back, run it back.
Run it back, 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 run it back.
Run it back, 100 stack in the truck with expired tag. Punch the gas, running to the future. Past, I'm done with that. But if I need to, then I'm coming back. Yeah, that's a fact.
Run it back, 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 run it back.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League finds us north of the border in the beautiful city of Toronto, Canada. Tonight, we wrap up a great Sunday here in Super Wild Card Weekend, as it'll be the Dragons of Rio de Janeiro taking on the Snowhawks of Toronto. The third of 3 games to finish up this Sunday. We might save the best for last. And off we go here in the wild card round.
Here we go. Here we go.
Now Hall to start the drive. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. On 2nd down, a run with Hall. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Give them 14 on that one and a first down.
Well, when you're a road team in the playoffs, when you're a wild card, what's the one thing you need to be able to do to stay in football games? Run the football. And that's an excellent job right there of identifying where to go and picking up good yardage.
Check right. Smith red.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall. Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. 57 yards rushing for him now as he has started this wild card round with a flourish.
You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation. We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
Escaping the pressure right. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. That'll go for a gain of 7, and that will bring up 2nd down.
Let's go now.
Hall on a give up the middle. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line.
It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal. They've taken this opening kickoff and marched it right down the field defensively. Not much resistance.
And that's the point, because my admiration is for the guys moving the ball right now. They know what they're doing. Their plan is working. But I flip it over and watch and say, okay, what are you going to do to change things up? Because if you don't, they're going to put that ball in the end zone real soon.
Scoring first, so critical in the postseason. They've got it here, 1st and goal. They'll run with Hall.
And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3.
Here's where we need to see some tenacity from this defense, because they've been pushed right down the field on this opening drive. They've got to find some way to push back, and that's a good first step.
2nd and goal from the 1. They'll go with the keeper. And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. It's their quarterback scoring on the sneak from a yard out.
And the Dragons will strike first here, this wild card matchup.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
I think we got to give it up for him right there. That's a heck of an athletic move for a big man right in the middle of the line. How about the play he makes there? Nowhere to run, and he finishes that one off for a loss.
On 2nd down, a run with Etienne.
And he is going to lose yardage here. 3rd down just got a lot tougher. That will officially go as a loss of 7.
Those big ends don't really care what the play call is. Big pass, RPO, handoff, whatever. Their job, get behind the line of scrimmage every play and run down whoever has the ball. Mission accomplished there.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. This one complete to Christian Kirk. Give him 19 on the play, but they will still come up a bit short. And now it's 4th down. They'll motion the tight end across the formation. They'll try and run for it.
And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49.
A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down.
And this is what you want to do in the first half of a playoff game. Get the running game established. He was a big part of their run to a division title, so they're going to rely on him to carry a heavy load here in the playoffs. He rips off a nice run there.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
On the counter, Etienne.
And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. It's a loss of 4 on the 1st down play.
An awful lot of congestion in the middle third of the field, but how about our defensive tackle right there? He didn't just hold the line. He provided some push and smacked the ball carrier down for a loss.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. 2nd quarter now, Toronto in possession of the football as they've got it with a 2nd and 14 upcoming.
play action. They'll throw. Steps away. The ball comes out.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time. Wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. A rough go there on third down, a loss of 4. On fourth down, on is Logan Cook to punt. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing, and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on second and a couple. They'll go again with Hall. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Running left, it's Hall. And the defense closes quickly there. He'll get maybe a yard to the 33.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Finding Hardman here over the middle. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. His second catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
Second and 9 now. They'll roll him out right. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, they certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. They'll look to throw again. And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, partner, anytime someone tells me that fundamentals are leaving the game, I'm going to show them this play because they couldn't get to the passer. So what do you have to do? Get your hands up in the passing lane, and they batted it away on a 3rd down attempt.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides. But
touchdown!
Travis Etienne. An 80-yard touchdown. And the Snowhawks are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Point after, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Straight ahead is Hall. And he'll get this up to about the 40. Now they got to get to the line quickly. 2nd and 5. Rolling to his right. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a 1st down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1.
We said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round. They told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there. Second and 14. On the out route, he completes it to Hall. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
Well, certainly as a fan, you get a little bit nervous when you see him make those kind of throws. But they work on that in practice more than we know. And most of them now know their limits and know what they can get away with. And there's a completion right there.
He completes that to Garrett Wilson. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Now, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
They'll run with Hall. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. Nothing doing on 2nd and 3rd down after that 9-yard gain on 1st.
Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped them, bringing up 4th down.
Now on 4th down, out comes the field goal unit here. This will be spotted at the 37, so it's a 47-yard attempt. And this one is right down the middle. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And they're going to be set up in excellent field position up past the 45.
Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. One first down, and you're almost in field goal position.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And maybe a chance for a quick completion and then a long field goal try. We'll see. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on first down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
They'll throw now on the final play. He's going to throw one up for the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown. A great play there as time expires in the first half. And the Snowhawks have taken the lead on the final play of the first half. And just before the half ends, the prayer is answered defensively. A disaster there.
I know often we're surprised when this actually works. I mean, the excitement level goes way up, but maybe we shouldn't be, because I know as a defender, you've got to play the ball in this situation, but you can't interfere with the receiver because, remember, it's a spot foul, and it'd be first and goal if it happens in the end zone, and you don't want to give up that play. And that little bit of hesitancy often works really well for offensive guys.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
At their own 15-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they're in the position they expected to be in. They've got the lead, home crowd behind them, and they're looking toward making that next step in these playoffs.
And I think a key for them is to put together some good, long, extended drives. Work the run in a little more with that big offensive line. I'm not saying get away from throwing the football. That's still working. But if they run it more effectively, they may get even bigger plays in the passing game.
Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
As they began this drive, I was wondering how they were going to attack since they're playing with the lead. Would they continue to try and push the ball downfield? Well, after one play, it appears that the answer is yes.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Second down and 3. ETN up the middle. Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be third and about a foot or 2. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
And he will have a first down here at about the 40. And they gave themselves options there on the third down play and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
Open man is Kirk, complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. And quickly they get to the line.
Brings up second and 11 at the 39-yard line.
Hands it off out of the gun. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12.
We knew both of these safeties were good in run support, but how about the play we just saw there? How about that closing speed? Able to get to the outside part of the field and turn that play into a loss.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And I think the ball's out. And all the way in for the touchdown.
Well, that's the value of having a teammate that's got your back, because it was nearly a disaster, but fortunately a friendly face able to fall on it in the end zone.
Yeah, and I don't know if he was tired from all of that running or what, but he was unable to hold on to the football. Fortunately for him, someone on his team wasn't too tired to find the ball and score a touchdown.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
And they'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. They convert on 3rd with a gain of 22.
And the Rio de Janeiro 1st down.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Flush to his right.
He finds Wilson.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. He got 29 yards that time.
Out of the gun, they run it with ball.
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good 1st down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on 1st down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Second and 6. Touchdown!
Garrett Wilson.
A 14-yard touchdown.
And the Dragons are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd. So a strong drive here to lead off this 3rd quarter and gets them right back in this football game.
And I think we can safely call that a statement drive, because they had to be saying, we didn't put our best foot forward in the 1st half, but we certainly mean business now. Maybe a better term, a further drive. They proved it to themselves that they were ready to go.
And he will get into the end zone to cut the lead down to a single point. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And this will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
At their own 31-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10.
And he'll get a few yards here to the 34.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the third quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the fourth quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And running with power here. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. Welcome back to Toronto. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. On 1st and 10, it's Etienne to about the 48-yard line. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
Back to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Sometimes you get all those big guys down there in one spot, and there's just nowhere to go. And in this case, the defensive tackle used his strength and swallowed him up.
After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. He'll look to throw. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
Anytime a ball is thrown in the middle of the field, it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch it. Doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Now back to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he's as fine with that incompletion as a quarterback can be, in all honesty. He avoided his first sack of the game, and he did have a chance of connecting for yardage, just unable to on that throw.
And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. And that will add 3 more to their lead. It pushes it up to 6. So they hadn't called on him at all until this point, but he comes through here and buries one from long range.
Yeah, that's awfully impressive because usually kickers like to get that first one out of their system in the first quarter, sort of get them into the flow of the game, but to come in this late and knock it down from long distance, give him a lot of credit.
Let's go.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. If they want to advance in this divisional round, look, obviously the time is now. Trailing here in the 4th as they go to work on a crucial drive, 1st and 10. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Can't get away, and he's taken down. Josh Allen collapses the pocket and drops him for a loss of 3. Well, following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. Back to throw here. He'll buy some time right. And he goes out right around the 39. They'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing the throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down. And don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
And he's got his big tight end here. And he's going to come up a few yards short. Brought down at the 45. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that'll bring up 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive.
This pass out wide to Hall.
And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. So the failure to convert, no doubt, really hurts. But this one's not over. A good chunk of time on the clock and the timeouts.
Yeah, not only do they have the timeouts, as you just noted, they're going to get an extra one with the 2-minute warning. And that's going to help in big ways. So in a sense, they have 4 timeouts in their pocket. The big thing, stopping them on defense now. They can't let them get a first down and make them use their timeouts and get a fresh set of downs. They've got to stop them right here. And if so, they've still got an opportunity.
Now the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right. But the problem for them is still within a possession. So they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. Throw right side is going to be caught by Kirk. Here comes 3rd and about a foot. Now they'll change things around before the snap. Now here's a whistle as flags come in. And we'll check out the call. And maybe they were coming with a blitz that time and it caused a jump.
I think if we saw it, you know that they saw it. Might have been a little discussion down there. Bad guys coming. Pick them up. Pick them up. And someone jumped.
Here is 3rd and 5. They'll go with a touch pass here, trying to pick it up.
And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35.
And this is just a little touch pass. They send the receiver in motion, just kind of tap it forward to him. Now, it doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a first down. A nice, consistent gain.
Points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Another run on 2nd down, trying to cover up.
And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because We've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle at the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock.
It's 4th down.
And his kick is absolutely perfect. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So his second field goal of the game, and that could turn out to be the big one.
Yeah, you have to make them score twice to beat you, and that's not impossible. But here in the 4th quarter, puts their backs clearly against the wall.
And he'll return this one all the way onto the other side of the field.
There's no downplaying that we all knew that this was a critical possession, and to get a return like that to start things off, that's the spark that they needed. That's the spark they were looking for.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
They'll try and start this drive in the air, eluding the pressure right. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
Well, let's face it, Brandon, they're down here in the second half. Want to try and make something happen, and if you're the guy with the ball in your hands, you're going to try even harder. Because I think all he was trying to do was to get outside the pocket and see if he can find a big play downfield.
They go down to a knee, and that will do it. They are moving on here in the playoffs. And a wild card win moves them on to the divisional round.
Everyone plays all year long for the right